So I wanted to start with this drawer. Since this drawer contains so many different items, I am going to be splitting them up, or else this video would be very lengthy. So I'll be starting off with foundations, then concealers, and then primers. Okay, to start off, this foundation was really good, and I don't know if anybody else had this problem, but it got really disgusting and thick. You see how gross that looks? So I think I'm going to get rid of this. Now this is one of my summer foundations that I really like. It's really lightweight. Okay, so this is water blend and very lightweight, and that's why I really like it. So I'm gonna be keeping that. This is actually the old packaging, the old formula of this Makeup Forever HD foundation. I'm just going to get rid of it just because I've had it for a really long time, and you could tell that it's separating. This was one of those foundations that I got at the beginning, and now it was actually the foundation that I was using as my part of my kit for freelancing. The Revlon Color Stay combination skin, and I like this because it has really good coverage and it lasts. It was definitely long wearing using that foundation for special occasions, and this one is already old, so I am going to get rid of it. To be honest, I haven't really tried it. It's the Caudalie tinted moisturizer, SPF 20 in the shade 02 medium. Yeah, I haven't, see it's brand new. I haven't given this a try, so I don't even know. It has decent coverage, but probably a little too warm for my taste. So some of my favorite all-time drugstore foundations have been the Milani Conceal and Perfect. I have this in the shade 06 Sand Beige, and the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte. I love these, and currently I have a little bit more drier skin, so I haven't been using these, but these are definitely my go-to for the summer. They have definitely really good coverage, long lasting, and they keep me matte. As my first impression, I really did not care for this foundation. It's the Wet n Wild Photo Focus foundation. Here it goes, and this is in the shade Desert Beige. And yeah, so first impression, I didn't really care for it, but I've actually been taking care of my skin, and with my skin having less issues, it actually looks really good. And for the price point, it's definitely a good foundation. I have two of the Anastasia foundation sticks, and I have two shades. One was too dark, and then the other one is okay. I have almond and honey, and one I definitely use as a contour shade, so I kind of use these a lot. These are like super easy. They have it's not really a matte, it's more like a satin finish, and it's medium coverage, I would say, light to medium coverage, and I don't have a problem. I actually like to apply these with a brush, and it's quick and easy, so I have been liking those. And then this is my all-time favorite foundation, the Marc Jacobs Remarkable. This is in the shade Golden Medium number 44. This is my trusty foundation. I use this anytime I want full coverage. A little bit goes a long way. I also do not like the packaging. I'm not a fan of the packaging because it gets a little messy, but it is an awesome foundation. Makes my face look really flawless. And like I said, I use this for when I want my skin to look flawless. I want it for special occasions, for pictures, anything like that. I go with this. A little bit goes a long way. It's very concentrated, but I love this. Now this foundation, I got it because a lot of people were raving about it. It's the Estee Lauder Double Wear foundation. I have this one in the shade 3W2 Cashew, and I love the finish of this, and it's long wearing. Again, it's buildable to full coverage. It's a really good foundation. The only reason why I stopped using this is because it's so warm. Like I just don't like, I like more yellow based or neutral undertones. I don't like it being too warm, and this is pretty much just too warm for my liking. And camera doesn't look bad, but on my face, I don't know if it oxidizes or what. I just don't like the finish, how it makes me look. So how I started using it again was using this and applying some green concealer, and I mix it together, and obviously green will neutralize the warm in the color of the foundation. You do have to be careful if you ever try this, because you just need a little bit of the green or else it can look too ashy. So this is the only way I will use it, to combine it with this one. Yeah. And then this one is the Dior Skin Air Flash foundation. I have a love-hate relationship with this one. This is in the shade 301. I like that it's lightweight. I like that it's in a spray. It goes on really lightweight, but that's deceiving because you can go overboard with this foundation. Now, why I have a hate and love relationship with this is because when my skin is at its driest, this does not work. It doesn't work on my skin. Now, I feel that in the summer I might love this when my skin is a lot oilier, because currently the only way that I can use this and that I can like it is mixing in some face oil with it and kind of sharing it out, because it can get intense and it does cling on to dry patches. So, and then the reason why I started in this area of the foundations, because I just ordered a few new foundations that I want to try. So trying to make some room and declutter, because yeah, I don't need to hang on to too many foundations that I have no use for. And all these foundations that I currently have are what I'm using for different reasons and different situations and different seasons. I didn't talk about this one. This is the Jouer Luminizing Moisture Tint Sunscreen. Now, I got this. I hadn't really touched it because the shade I got was caramel, and it's pretty dark to when I want lighter coverage in the summer. But I wasn't really reaching out for this. I didn't really like the sheer coverage that it was giving me. So recently I tried something else, and I actually love it. It makes my skin look so natural, and it's applying it with this. This is another item, high-end, by Kevin Aquan, and it is super light. It's in the shade SX05. It's called the Sensual Skin Enhancer. Now, what this claims to be is you can use it as a concealer, or even apply it all over your skin as a foundation. There is a thick consistency. When I say thick consistency, like you think like thick, gunky, dry, but it's not. It's or too oily. But the way that I would describe it's like It's thick, concentrated, but it's so nice and it sinks into the skin so beautifully. So I wanted to use it obviously for other purposes, not just as concealer, but it's too light to apply it as a foundation. And what I realized that these are the perfect combo. I tried it, and this is a thinner consistency, and the fact that it's a very darker shade mixed well with this thicker consistency, and literally made my face just look so natural. I even asked my husband, which he doesn't like me wearing foundation, and I applied this and he told me that my skin looked clean. Like, you couldn't even detect the foundation, and it was just how good this thing is that it sinks so well in my skin. And all this did was just add the shade to it, the color to it. So that's how I've been using it and loving it. This is everything that I got rid of, and it's going to go in the trash because it's all pretty old. So I really hope that you enjoyed these types of video. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't done so already, and I will see you next time. Bye.